and highlights. So let's get into it. I don't know if I like that. Hey everybody, welcome back, and today we are doing another What's New at the Drugstore. And again, I know I'm a little late talking about some of these products, but again, I really wanted to form some very coherent, thoughtful opinions about them before I pass them on to you. So today's video is going to be all about bronzers, highlights, and blushes. So let's jump into it. Alright everybody, so the first product I want to talk about is the new bronzer palette from e.l.f. This is a $6 product. It has that new kind of standard e.l.f. packaging. It's very sleek. You open it up, it has a very nice mirror, which is very dirty right now, so I'm not going to show that to you. It has the pans that you can pop out so you can customize these palettes, which I love. And then you get 4 bronzers in this palette. You get a nice cooler toned, kind of cooler, pinkier toned, deeper bronzer. You get a lighter, warmer bronzer. You get a more orangey bronzer, and not orangey in a bad way, but just kind of more bronzy bronzer. Does that work? That's what we're going with a little bit of a satin sheen to it. These two are matte, sorry. This one has a satin sheen. And then you have a deeper, more golden tone bronzer that has some shimmer in it. So let me just go ahead and swatch all of these for you. The powders in here are absolutely beautiful. They blend really well. I really enjoy them on the skin. So what I'm enjoying most about these powders is that I can customize. If I want to do a little bit cooler, a little bit deeper, I can do that. If I want to mix it in and have a little bit of a shimmer, I can do that with this really pretty shimmery bronzer. I mean, it's just very, very customizable, user-friendly. And this, my biggest gripe with this palette, not necessarily for myself, but just for its wider appeal across skin tones, is that these are very, very light bronzers. However, I did get a email from e.l.f. this week saying that they are coming out, or they have come out with a deeper version of this, just as they did with the blushes. So that is really cool, and I'm very glad that e.l.f. did this, because I think these are just great products. Very blendable, very soft. They do kick up some powder, which is probably my biggest complaint about these palettes, but for the price, I just think this is such a wonderful product. Especially if you're a fair-skinned girl, guy, that, you know, you tend to just, everything goes orange on you, I think these are a really good starting place, just because you do have a mix of warmer and cooler tones, plus there's some mattes, some satins, and some shimmers in there. Alright, the next 3 products I want to talk about are all from Physicians Formula. Physicians Formula has come out with several different lines this spring, and the first one is the Super BB Insta-Ready, and I have the bronzer that comes with this line. Now this bronzer only comes in one shade, I believe, I think, and it's bronzer, that's what it's called. This has an SPF of 30 in it. This is going to be standard packaging as far as Physicians Formula is concerned. You've got the little compact area with the brush underneath. Now I really do like this bronzer. I find it to be, again, it's one of those products that I kind of just mix all together, because I'm not going to go in there with my brush and try and pick up a little bit of a certain type of color. But I like the mix in here, because you do get a mix of deeper and lighter colors, and then warmer and cooler tones. And so again, this is a very, very subtle bronzer. It's not going to be geared toward deeper skin tones, but it is very beautiful. It's got just the slightest sheen to it. And I have to say this about all these bronzers, I think they just blend beautifully into the skin, and just very flattering on the skin. And I think this is a great product if you are a person who is just looking for something that is very, very subtle, just to warm up the face, liven it up a little bit. And I do have it on today, backs of my cheeks, over my contour, and just around my forehead, because, you know, I got a lot going on up there, and I need to have something up there. But yeah, so this is the Super BB Insta-Ready bronzer. Really beautiful product, and again, just feels really nice. It does have a sunscreen in there, so SPF of 30. Now, I will say this, for all these bronzers, they're all around $14 or $15. However, I have seen them all with instant coupons on them of $4 or $5. So I got all of these for right around $10 or $11. So the next one that I have is the new Bronze Booster. This, I think, is going to be a go-to for me during the summertime. And this one is in light to medium. So I believe there are a couple of shades of this one. This one is a baked bronzer. It is very beautiful. Again, you're going to have the brush and the mirror, which I don't really mess with. Absolutely stunning. No overspray on this. which no smell to this, which I think this bronzer I kind of have a special place in my heart for, because I think this is Physicians Formula's answer to the Argan Wear line, which people seem to have a lot of complaints about the oversprays, about the sense of the product. And on this packaging, Physicians Formula even states that there's no smell, there's no overspray, there's no kind of glittery, orangey, streaky effect. So I really appreciate when a company takes that criticism, takes it to heart, and it makes a better product, which is what I believe they have done here. This is such a beautiful, beautiful, glowy golden bronzer. Like I said, this is going to be my go-to during the summertime. Absolutely stunning. I think this is going to be a little bit more useful across a variety of skin tones because it's going to be a beautiful bronzer if you're fair, light, medium. If you're deeper, this might even be a really, really beautiful highlight on you depending on how deep your skin tone is. But again, blends out gorgeously. And when you see baked products, a lot of times your first instinct is to think that's going to be really rough and hard. It's not. It feels very luxurious, smooth. Again, blends out just gorgeously on the skin. All right, the last bronzer that I want to talk about is the new Butter Bronzer. And this comes in 2 shades. I have it in the light bronzer. This was in my favorites video last month. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. First of all, can we talk about the packaging? So super cute. And this is supposed to be made with I'm gonna say this, Murumuru butter? Yeah. But this I absolutely love. It is beautiful. First of all, just very aesthetically pleasing, which for most people, nobody cares, but for me, I'm weird and I like that. Comes with this, again, it comes with the mirror, it comes with the sponge, which I have not used. I find this works great with a brush. It is not a cream product. It is a satin matte product. It feels very, very creamy, very buttery, very luxurious on the skin. This is just my perfect everyday go-to bronzer when I want a step up from the Insta BB bronzer. I can never remember these names. Absolutely gorgeous. And what I like so much about this bronzer, especially for lighter skin tones and cooler skin tones, is that it almost has a pink undertone to it, which is just so flattering, and it's going to keep you from looking orange and just crazy. So absolutely gorgeous. I love the packaging. I love this product. I think if you're going to get any of these 3 and you're a little bit lighter skin toned, I would go with this one. Again, they do have a deeper one for deeper skin tones. Stunning product. Plus it smells like a pina colada and suntan lotion, and it makes me want to be on a beach. All right, let's move on to blushes. And again, let's start with e.l.f. e.l.f. has come out with 2 new cream to powder blushes is what they're called. These are $4 and they are supposed to have argan oil and vitamin E in them. Now there are 2 shades. The first one we have is called Peach Perfection. And I am not a big cream product fan as far as blushes go, blushes, highlighters, but I'm really, really liking these. First of all, the colors are absolutely gorgeous. They're pigmented, and when they blend out, they almost have, I mean, they seem to have a cream to powder finish on them, and they just finish beautifully, naturally on the skin, and just give you a really gorgeous, healthy flush. Now, this one does have just a tiny, tiny micro shimmer to it, but it's nothing that is overt or anything that you're really going to notice on the skin other than just having a beautiful sheen on it. And the next one is called Rose Royalty, and I absolutely love this shade. I have worn both of these. I think these are beautiful. You can apply these underneath a lighter foundation, blend them out just to give you that natural flush, or you can apply them over your foundation, and I find just dabbing them on with your fingers works best. So again, they blend out very naturally. This is going to be somebody that wants to go for a natural, healthy look, and if you have dry skin like I do, this might be a good option for you, because my dry skin has been so dry lately. It has been literally peeling off my face. That's gross, but it's a good option. So as many of you know, Wet n Wild has reformulated their Color Icon blushes. They have discontinued a couple of shades like Heather Silk. I think there's one more that they've discontinued. And they have come out with 3 new shades. They've brought back 2 shades, so Pearlescent Pink and Mellow Wine. So the packaging is a little bit sleeker, a little bit more grown up, and I think they really have improved on the formula. It still is going to be extremely pigmented. These are one of those blushes that are so pigmented that they're almost intimidating to work with, especially for beginners, because it is very easy to overdo it. However, I think they have done a really good job. This one is Pearlescent Pink, by the way. I think I said that already. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I do feel like they feel softer and less powdery. There is still some kick up in the pan, but it's gonna not be as much as the old formula. Just my observations and opinions there. Then we have Mellow Wine, which is again another reformulated one where Pearlescent Pink has a little bit of a gold turn to it. This one is going to be matte. This one feels so super buttery, refined, just luxurious on the skin. This one is going to be stunning on some deeper skin tones. This one, if I had to do it over again, I probably would not purchase it, but I did want to get them just so I could swatch them for you. This is Pearlescent, or Fantastic Plastic Pink, I'm sorry. This is a matte pink with a silver micro shimmer in it. Now, on the cheeks, I haven't really noticed the silver too much. I don't feel like it translates, but I don't know, this is one I would probably do without. Again, it's really pigmented, blends out really well. It's beautiful, it feels really nice, but the pink with the silver sparkles is just not my thing. And then the last two have been my absolute favorite. This one is called Apricot-In-The-Middle. It is a beautiful, warm, peachy, neutral blush. Again, the formula on these is just beautiful. This has a beautiful sheen to it. Absolutely stunning, neutral blush. And then this one is a little bit more on the bronzy side. This one is called Rosé Champagne. Absolutely gorgeous. I know this is a favorite of a lot of people. A little bit more, this could actually even be a gorgeous highlighter on deeper skin tones right there. Absolutely gorgeous. I think if you're looking to build your blush collection, these are a really good option because it gives you a nice wide range of shades for a very inexpensive price point, and it's going to let you experiment. With blushes, I always tell people, get something that's inexpensive first. Find out what you like before you go out and spend $30 on a blush shade that you're never going to wear, because that's just silly. So Wet n Wild has also come out with a new product that is a Target exclusive, and these are called the Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre blushes. These are $5 and you can only get them at Target. Now I really like these. Obviously the packaging's a little bit different. It feels a little bit heavier, a little bit more substantial. I really love these blushes. They are not going to be quite as smooth as the Color Icon ones, but the ombre on them is beautiful. They're a gorgeous product to look at, which again, if you're weird like I am, that's going to be a big appeal to you. And just some very beautiful colors. Now, my one gripe with these, sorry, let me tell you this shade. This is called the Princess Daiquiri, so the names are really cute too. My one big gripe with these is that, again, these are very much geared towards lighter skin tones and not very inclusive of all skin tones. However, as a blush. However, if you are deeper skin tone, this one, I'm sorry, is called Mai Tai Buy You Drink. I'm just not going to tell you the names of any of these apparently. So beautiful peachy shade. And then my absolute favorite, believe it or not, is called In a Purple Haze, which is just a gorgeous, this blush is so pretty. So again, really nice product, very nicely pigmented. They're just gonna be very light. So if you are a light-skinned girl or guy, you're gonna really like these. If you are deeper skin tone, you can still incorporate these into your collection. I wouldn't say they are a must-have. If you are one of those people that really enjoys layering blushes, these might be a really awesome product for you because they really create some interesting color combinations. I like wearing this one over those kind of deep mauve, almost purple blushes. Ooh, and I'm gonna drop it. I think it's really cool effect. I have worn this one over a really bright kind of deep hot pink. It's made a really interesting color. So these are beautiful products as far as blendability, how they wear on the skin. The pigmentation, they're just not going to be for everybody that's looking for a straight ombre blush. Now again, if you are looking for a beautiful highlighting blush topper type of product, I would say definitely check these out, but these wouldn't be a must-have for everybody, even though they're a must-have for me, if that's helpful. I mean, let's be real, it's just makeup. None of this is a must-have. Let me correct myself, but it's just fun. But these are products that let me rephrase it. This is a product that I really enjoy, although it might not be for everybody. Does that sound better? Okay. And And lastly, I want to talk about a new product from NYX. Now, this is NYX's new Ombre Blush. Now, where the Wet n Wild ones were only $5, these are going to be a little bit more expensive. This is a $10 blush, but these are beautiful. Packaging is gorgeous. It's very sleek. It just reminds me of an old school, like, 50s compact. It's just, you get a great mirror in here. Really, really like it. And I did pick up 3 shades. And I have this one, which is strictly Chic, which is just a beautiful peachy color. And all of these seem to have a little bit of a sheen to them, I believe. Really gorgeous, blendable, pigmented. Just, you put them on your cheeks and it's just magical. And then this one, which, oh my God, this one, I don't even know why I bought this one. I think I just bought it because I want to look at it. Yes, I have a problem. This one is called Code Breaker. Gorgeous. This one actually is matte, so I take that back. This one, pigmentation is absolutely balls crazy. That's, I don't know what I was thinking. It's so good though. It's so good. This I think I will probably be using on my eyes, but it's just such a gorgeous product. Can we tell I have a problem? Guys, I can't help it. Aesthetics are very important to me. And then the last one we have, which I'm actually wearing today, is called Mauve Me. And this one is beautiful. I think it's a really unique shade. It's gorgeous. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. Very subtle, very natural, beautiful blush. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. This is almost one of those highlighting and blush products in one I just showed you. Swiped it vertically so you could see the ombre to it. Absolutely gorgeous. These are such a luxurious feeling product for $10. I think NYX just did a wonderful job with these. You know, if you were looking for an ombre blush on a budget, I would go with these. If you want to spend a little bit more money, get a little bit more product with a more expanded color range that is going to be suitable for everybody, I would say try the NYX blushes. You will not be disappointed in them. All right, let's move on to highlighters. Now, one thing that I have been absolutely loving is from City Color. I'm actually wearing it mixed in with my tinted moisturizer today, and this is called the Glowing Complexion Illuminating Cream. Instantly brightens and soothes skin, highlights for a radiant finish. It's one universal shade. I paid $3 for this. I got it at Five Below, and I think this product is fantastic. It is absolutely beautiful. It's very comfortable. I've been using it either as a primer or I've been using it mixed in with moisturizers, BB creams, foundations, that kind of thing. Absolutely just gorgeous. It's one of those one of those products that I can mix in with a matte foundation that I find hard to wear generally. I've worn this with the e.l.f. mattifying foundation. I've worn it with the Infallible foundation, which I love, but because my skin is so dry right now, I can't wear it. It just looks terrible. I can mix this in and it just makes it so much easier to wear and much more flattering. Plus it just has a gorgeous sheen. Now you can wear this on top of your cheeks, just dabbed on top, which I have done as well, but I use it more as kind of an all over the face, healthy glow kind of product. But very, very beautiful. Again, $3 from City Color. And you get a heck of a lot of product in here. You get 1 ounce, so it's the same amount as a foundation. Pretty cool. The next product I want to talk about, I absolutely raved about in my favorites video, is another product from e.l.f. This is the Illuminating Palette. Gorgeous. I compared this to the Ambient Lighting palette from Hourglass. Not necessarily that it is that soft and that finely milled, but in the effect that it gives and the way that I use it. The Ambient Lighting powder palette that I use, I'll use it as a bronzer, I'll use it as an all-over face powder, I'll use it as a highlighter, just whatever my mood is. And I do the same with this. I will use this shade as a highlighter. I'll mix these two together and get a pinky bronzy blush, which is beautiful. I'll use this one in particular as an all-over face powder, and I will use this one as a highlight. These are gorgeous. They do kick up a lot of powder, but the effect that they give you on the skin is stunningly beautiful. It's just a gorgeous, soft, diffused, lit from within effect. Now, not everybody is about that. I have been more about the subtle highlighters lately instead of the bam, glow in the dark kind of highlighters, which there is nothing wrong with that. If you like that, you do you. But I have been more about just kind of the subtle sheen, and I feel like these do it for me. I've heard some people don't like this palette because they feel like it doesn't give them enough But if you like a subtle highlight, or if you want to try out the ambient lighting powder palettes but don't want to spend the $58, whatever it is, try this $6 product from e.l.f. because it is beautiful. I love this palette. Love, love, love. The last products I want to talk about in this video are new from the Wet n Wild Spring Into the Wild collection, and they are the new Wet n Wild Geometric Highlighting Powders. These are really, really pretty. I was really impressed with them. They are $5, so they're a little bit more on the expensive side for Wet n Wild for their limited edition products, but I really enjoy these. Again, these are more along the lines of a subtle, beautiful highlight. This one is called, they come in 3 shades. This one is called Sun Ceremony, so a really pretty yellow toned gold. Now these are going to be, again, more subtle on the skin. You can build them up, but they do blend out beautifully. You know, I think these are really good products. I'm really hoping Wet n Wild makes these permanent, actually. They feel very soft, very blendable, really, really just gorgeous little products. This one is called Desert Exploration, which is what I'm wearing today. Again, just a subtle glow to the skin. This one is going to be more of your rosy pink champagne shade. And with these highlighters, I like that they kind of thought of everybody and gave you a gold, gave you a champagne. So beautiful, beautiful sheen to the skin. And then the last one, which I've also really been liking, is called Where the Dreamers Go. And this is going to be perfect for you pale, pasty people out there. I feel your pain. This one is a stark white bordering on blue. So this would be beautiful on the cheeks. It'd be beautiful as an inner corner highlight. Just, this one is more pigmented than the other ones, but I think it's just really cool that they gave you a nice array of highlighters. And it's hard to find a highlighter in the drugstore. Not so much anymore, but it used to be that wasn't full of glitter chunkiness. And these are just, again, a beautiful, subtle highlighting product that are just stunning. If you can get your hands on these, I would say go ahead and pick them up if you're looking for a highlighting product, because these are beautiful. Holy crap, that is the 5th time I filmed this video and I think I got through it. Fingers crossed, I just jinxed myself and I'm probably gonna hate it and delete it. But anyway, I really hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about any of the products I mentioned, or want to see more in detail, want to see them in a tutorial, let me know down below, because I would love to do that for you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me and just talking about makeup. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, have a rockin' week, and remember, just love your flaws, because those are what make you you and what make you beautiful. But I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.